Crikey, guys. Gee, give me a minute. I was only 2 minutes late. We're not having conversations about cake today or pasta. Just letting you guys know. So if you're here for pasta and cake chat, then go somewhere else. Just disappear somebody else. Oh, what have you done, Steph? It says I picked the 992, but I hadn't. Oh, Steph, come on, man. You might have to buy the DLC, man. What's your race number? $13. Unlucky for some. Or 6. Come on, Steph. You're 13. You're 992 GT3. Yeah. You selected the 992, you melt. Sorry, Steph. Oh, right. What? I've literally non-stop been chatting to people before they even started the race. So you have to buy the DLC stuff. I can't change it now. I've got 2 minutes left before the start. Finish a quali. And yeah, I'm not going to have time to change it, I'm afraid, man. Really sorry, mate. Got people not being able to join because it's not in this bloody entry list as well. Brilliant. But anyway, right. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Really sorry for the lack of communication. It's been a nightmare. Getting people that have registered but they're not on the entry list.
Become best friends. Yep.
Brian Zipper is now following.
Brian Zipper, great name. Thank you very much for the follow, my friend. Race starts in a minute, Seth. 1 minute. I haven't even opened pit wall. Not done anything. Yeah, bit of a nightmare of what's going on. So yeah, apologies for the lateness. Hope everyone is doing very well. We will get into everything in a very short moment in time. We've got less than a minute before. There we go. Lewis, welcome in, man. My livery working. Oh, God. So much going on right now. So much going on. Car number 420. Is this you? That's the livery I have for you. That's what I've synced. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We've got insane. When does the race start? Steph, it's 26 seconds. Look above my head. Oh, it's done now, apparently. What? 18 seconds quali's running, but I don't know why pit wall has stopped working. Strange. Here we go. It's now working. You're in. Cool. Right, welcome everybody. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Porsche GT3 Cup event here at Kyalami. Yeah, we've got 31 drivers in tonight's race. FR, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for joining Discord last night. Hope you got there in the end, man. Appreciate you. So yeah, it's been a massive rush to get everything working. What am I doing? I'm on the right screen, aren't I? So yeah, big thanks to everyone who has raced tonight. We've just finished quali, and we'll keep the live timings up on the screen now. Good race for all. Yeah. Bonatelli, so welcome in, buddy. Is it still broken? You sure you uploaded? We'll chat afterwards, Lewis. We'll chat afterwards if you don't mind. We'll get it working, and we'll get your livery working for the highlights anyway that we upload to YouTube in the race. But yeah, drivers are just coming around now to finish the race, finish qualifying before the start of the race, I should say. There's going to be a Porsche on pole. Ha, funny. 141.627 by Mr. O'Brenham is currently our pole sitter. If you're watching us over on YouTube, thank you so much for your eyes tonight. If you could just use your little mouse to click on the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button if you're new. 20 likes on the video. Yesterday was an insane stream. 52 likes the video's on now, or 56 likes the video's on post the race. So obviously it's had 56 likes on the video. So thank you so much to everyone who popped in. If you are here, do drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. If you're over on Twitch, hi. It's good to have you. Hit that follow button. We hit over 300 followers over on Twitch yesterday, which is insane. So yes, and breathe. We've got a short period of time before the race starts. We do tonight have I say special guest, but a guest commentator who has sort of come into our community has sort of been around for a while, to be honest, but dipping off to do his own thing, and wants to get more involved with Toga Motorsport. So I'm going to bring him in a few seconds. Do give him some warm welcome. Daryl, welcome in, man, and hope you are doing well. So yeah, we've got a long formation lap, so we've got a couple of minutes just to bring this gentleman. His name's Daniel. Welcome in if you can to Daniel, and there's other staff members in this channel anyway, which you'll hear recognise the voices. But there's one voice in here that you won't recognise, and that is Daniel. Yeah, I'll bring him in now. So welcome all.
Oh, I can't tell you now.
How's it going?
Oh, yeah. What was my lap time?
Some. I don't know.
An amount.
It was one something. I have no idea. But yeah, I was just introducing Daniel to the stream. So Daniel, welcome as a sort of a guest commentator tonight. I should have really done some prep with you before the start, but I say we're professional. We are sort of semi-professional, and then we sort of go off tact a little bit after a 3-hour stream yesterday. We started talking about pasta, so let's not end with that, and hopefully we can be sort of semi-professional in the next 35 minutes.
We just start?
I can't make any promises.
Okay, fine.
I was going to say, pasta's very professional talk.
Okay,
so.
fine, but yeah, it's good to
I'm
have
passionate.
You. Yeah. No pit stop. There should be a pit stop, Lewis. That should say in the bottom left-hand corner. Come on, man. But yeah, it's good to have you, Daniel, and yeah, it's good to have you on board and doing some comms with me tonight. So yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yes, it's good to have you. Like I say, we mostly talk crap and a bit of racing in between. So yeah, definitely get joined in. I will say, just as a quick piece of work, there is a driver that's unfortunately been unable to join tonight. JMH99 in the Porsche chat. If you're watching, man, I'm really sorry. For some reason, you are registered, but SimGrid hasn't put your entry on its entry list, which is ridiculous. So, unfortunately, now the server has effectively gone live. We're not going to be able to restart it. So, if you're watching, then I'm really sorry. You won't get deducted any points for next week. We will make sure you start with 0, or maybe we'll give you some points just to say thank you for sort of sticking around. But yeah, it's out of our control, that one. So
it's one of those unfortunate technical errors. They do happen from time to time.
Yeah, I personally take it quite personally and feel quite guilty, because obviously that person's taken their time out of their day to you know, race in our community, and obviously now they cannot race. So, yeah, it feels a bit crap, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully we can make it up to him. But yeah.
If you need to do that, Ches, throughout the race, just do it, mate. Don't ask.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. So we have 31 drivers then. As right. So one thing, Daniel, I'm really bad at pronouncing names. If you're any better, please take over from me. So car 763. I want to say Brenham is currently leading us around on the formation lap. There's a lot of new faces in here tonight. Actually, we've
Windy
noticed,
in here again.
We've noticed that over the last few races, there are certainly
Oh my god.
some newer drivers
Oh,
and drivers that are driving. So
I think I might have just made a mess.
please mute yourself if you're doing that.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I haven't.
yeah, we got some old heads. Mr. O'Sullivan has been here from for a while. Lewis is sort of a semi-newbie, sort of tagged along with Steph. In fact, I think I prefer him to Steph, actually. Talks less. I'm joking, Steph, obviously. Daryl, of course, wouldn't be a Toga Motorsport race without Daryl. Daryl was one of our mods. Steph's here from F1 2020 days, I think. Steph joined us when we were doing F1 back in lockdown. So, yeah, some few newbies and a few old heads, which is really good. So,
Yeah, it's always good to see a full grid as well. Like 31 cars is a significant amount for a track like Kyalami with a sort of what we average in 140s.
yeah, I think 141 was the fastest lap. I think I didn't see. So, yeah, around about that sort of time, and yeah, hopefully, what I'm most worried about is 35 minutes, and if we have any problems into T1, what's going to happen? But
Oh!
Ryan's
Speaking
obviously,
of,
Ryan's had a. Where are you?
On the track.
nice.
I would like to remind everybody on stream and in the race that I will try to keep up with incidents as good as I possibly can. But I am alone tonight.
Yeah. So yeah, we do have a
He's
live
a
steward
lad
tonight.
moon
So,
cowboy.
but yeah, right. Can you please be quiet?
Yep.
Thank you.
I had a lot of pop today.
Yeah, I can imagine. And we're just about to get a green flag, and away we go here at Kyalami for round 1 of the Porsche GT3 Cup. Not the Cup event. That's later in the season, but GT3 Cup. We're going to get a. Oh, my lights have stopped working. Going to get a green light, and hopefully, please, we're praying to the T1 gods that we're not going to have any incidents in the race. We've already got 2 drive-throughs already. 3 drive-throughs. I can't see further down the list. As look at that. A flurry of beetles flying down the back straight into turn 1.
Oh dear, big crash inbound.
Are we all through?
Fuck's
Oh
sake.
my god. There's. Oh, watch out, Lewis. Oh.
Car park.
Oh my god.
Oh, dearie me.
Cheers, pick the bones out
That's
of
a
that
turn
one,
for the
mate.
14.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Oh, for fuck's. Seriously, just. Is it.
God.
Okay.
We would have had a full grid, but
Mad.
I don't know how many drivers that's impacted, but the top 4 managed to get through okay, relatively unscathed, I think. But everybody else is, yeah, struggling. We've had Chris Ritz, I think he's just RTG'd. Obviously, he's had some big accident there. Yeah, it's probably his race done, which is unfortunate. But the battle for the lead, then, we'll stick with that for a quick second. Alessandro Pallone? I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, Pallone. Yeah, you always got to emphasise the E, I think, haven't you?
Yeah.
0.5 is the gap. We've got another yellow flag. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I hope you watched that.
Do I
one.
even want to know?
Oh dear lord.
Did you see
that's
that?
not good. That's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, that was. I think that was actually genuinely a driver error. I think he just picked up the rear.
Didn't look too forced. He went obviously over the grass and then over the curb, which sent him sideways.
Yeah. So.
Seriously, just learn to drive. If
Yeah.
not, don't bother.
We still got 31 drivers though. I think so far. I don't think anyone's. Oh no, I think we have.
Oh, seriously. Come on, guys. You just drive like human beings.
A lot of people diving into the pits. Just stand on board with Ryan for a second because he's bumped back all the way down to 24. How much damage have you got on there, Ryan? Some. By the
I've
sounds of
got fucking 11 seconds of damage.
it. Right, let's go to camera
Well,
one.
as we always say, there's plenty more left of the race. Anything can happen. It's good that those drivers who did get into incidents haven't left yet. There's always a place to recover, even if it's back further down the grid.
Well, obviously, just as like I mentioned before the start of the race in our Discord chat, is that I didn't realise now that SimGrid are punishing drivers for disconnecting. In my opinion, I think that's not. I think they should be doing it for people not starting a race. But for DNFing, I totally agree with. So hopefully they'll implement that feature in later releases in SimGrid, because certainly from our community we get quite frustrated when we have a full grid on SimGrid and we only get 20% or 30% or 50%, whatever the number is, turn up. So
yeah, 100% agree with you there. I think as well it might be an idea for allowing the communities to have the decision to whether to include the... Oh, yikes, that is a big hit, isn't that?
yeah, I hope you're on it, Ches. I can see you've already dished out penalties already.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, we just had some more crashes.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep up with everything here.
Yeah, I don't blame you either, to be brutally honest with you, because that the one I just saw was absolutely insane. Yeah. So yeah, we're actually thinking about running our own sort of version of the license, if you will, like LFM style, where we obviously then have an internal license to Toga Motorsport only. So you obviously will work out some statistics and whatever, and then basically then
Really?
not
Moving on
allow
the braking like that?
not allow drivers to join our events because they've got marks against their name and things like that. But those sort of discussions that we're having internally that we want to bring to the table, because yeah, this is probably one of our biggest frustrations, is that people not turning up to events and don't let us know they're not turning up. That's the biggest frustration for us. But it's good to see numbers tonight, don't get me wrong, but yeah, we want level racing as well. We don't have a restriction on, oh, you must be a 75 track medals or whatever safety rating and through track medals. We just allow anybody to join our event. So you can see here the levels of drivers, and they get caught up in faster drivers, and then all hell breaks loose. So yeah,
I think if you're taking the rating system built into ACC, it's a problem that Counter-Strike has faced for many years, is that the ranks in game don't reflect the quality of driver.
agreed.
And if you've got a driver that's just come from doing 10 years of iRacing into a set of Corsa and they've got a low safety rating, they're still going to be, they're going to have such an advantage over the similar field.
Yeah, agreed.
So I think that's a good idea to bring in the whole license hot stint thing, because that kind of evens the playing field a bit.
Oh, so just go.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it will even it out, as we got a nice battle here for P5. Some good close racing, and when racing really starts getting good, it's really good. But it's that initial sort of, I don't understand. I don't know what goes through a driver's head when I'm racing, and I don't know about you. I'm so cautious about other people around me on the first few laps. Then I get myself into a rhythm. I'm not after. If I'm faster than the driver ahead, I'm going to find a way to get past them.
Move me up.
But if I'm, I'm so conscious of crashing somebody else out. But obviously some people don't have the same mentality as me about respecting other drivers. I think that's the right term, if that's the right term to use.
Yeah, I think one of the crucial things that the community has to bear in mind is that a race is definitely not won on the first lap or even the first corner.
No, agreed.
Taking maybe even losing a couple of places on the first corner to then have a smoother race throughout is definitely a better idea.
Yeah,
it's one that I practice all the time. Taking the N24 into account when I was doing that. We put it on pole, qualified P1, and on the first lap I lost 2 positions. I went down to P3 because, especially on that game, it's very hard to drive side by side. There's a lot of the cars move around a lot, and with the N20, the Nordschleife being such a tight track, it's not worth the risk.
No.
So it's something you learn as you start to drive more and more, and you'll actually see it from real life drivers as well who move over to sim racing.
Yeah.
They show exactly the same mindset.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I totally agree. As I think as is it Cuddy, Marco Cuddy is or
Marco
Kiddy
Cuddy.
is up battling against. I think
Cuddy.
he's going to take 2 positions in one here, or is he getting past some back markers at the same time? I think, but yeah, up to P11 for him. Although he's been battling back, I think he's got some damage on that Porsche as well. I think he got caught up in the turn 1 carnage. So yeah, it's good to see him back out on track. As yeah, shit, Ryan, you've got some damage on that car. I've just seen you pop through on the highlight there.
I have, Ted.
Marco Cuddy is one of those drivers that just has the resilience to keep going even with the damage.
Yeah.
You know, he worked his way from the back of the grid during the M2 Invitational to come back and take second place from a grid of 25. So
yeah,
he's got that resilience and that pardon the pun, the drive to just make up positions, and he just blasts through the field. So I wouldn't be surprised if he works his way to the top during this race.
Yeah, he's a very fast driver. I think I raced alongside him in the M2s, actually around Alton Park. I think me and Ryan actually joined it. Yeah, and he crashed out, unfortunately, on his own accord. I think he just dropped a rear wheel on the grass, and yeah, he got spun all the way back. And you know how tight Alton Park is, but he still managed to get through majority of the pack relatively quickly in a shorter space of time. So yeah, he definitely has that drive, pardon the pun, to sink his way back up into the grid. So
was that the VGTR?
yes,
M2s?
yeah.
That was the
Oh,
race
hang on,
I
you
won.
was in that as well, wasn't you?
I won it.
Yes, that's right. I remember. Yeah, I think that's how we then got chatting. I think because me and Ryan joined it sort of last minute, and yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, you actually did win it. Yeah.
What happened during that race is I remember it vividly. The 3 drivers that were at the top, myself, Marco Cuddy, and I forget the name of the other driver. His name escapes me. That third driver tapped Cuddy on the rear, spun him out on the first corner, and then he also got tagged by another driver as well. So he had to make the grid positions all the way back up.
Probably Ryan.
And then on the, I believe it was like third to last lap, I think it was. I'd managed to get past that third driver, and then it was between them and Marco Cuddy. Coming into the last corner on the third to last lap, they both collide with each other, and I got a big 12-second gap. So,
ouch.
Yeah, he just, unfortunately, it's one of those unforced errors. First corner incidents. It's just how it goes, really.
Just had a comment, Rizzy in Twitch saying, Stewart's given M. Burton a penalty for dive bombing makes 0 sense. Do you have a replay of Burton incident? No, I do not, but the steward will be noting down the incident, so it will be, well, put it this way, we trust our stewarding here at Toga Motorsport, and we will obviously review the scenario again, but if, you know, put it this way, I trust what our steward's doing, and if he deems that it's a penalty for consistent dive bombing or an incident of some description, then that's what it is.
Guarantee it wouldn't have been for dive bombing. It would have been for causing the collision whilst dive bombing. That's probably what collision.
Yeah. So he got dive bombed. So bearing in mind, it's been 10 minutes into the race, and our steward is frantically trying to catch up with the nightmare of turn 1 or lap 2. So if there were other incidents, and I said this in the driver briefing, if they weren't captured in the race, incident reports will be open at the end of this race for drivers to come forward and to put across their opinion of or an incident, and we will get it reviewed and then sanctioned as and when. So I would say,
yeah, I can tell you guys already, I have most likely missed stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's right over 30 cars for me to keep track of.
Yeah. So
I've dealt with 2 things. I've most likely missed more things.
Yeah. So it's there's obviously a scenario that's happened. Rezi or Rezi, have we pronounced your name? Apologise if I've got it wrong. But yeah, concentrate on the race and let's deal with it afterwards if the steward doesn't get there beforehand. Okay. It just tries and keep it let's try and keep it that way and keep positive, and hopefully, things will get resolved in due course. Oh, we've already got shit. We actually have had a disqualification as well.
Yeah, speeding in pits.
Okay.
He crossed the pit lane, or the line doing like 115 kilometers or something.
And you disqualified them, or disqualify them?
No, the game did it. I didn't even see it happen. I just noticed he was DSQ'd all of a sudden.
Hi, Con is from Japan. Welcome in, buddy. I hope that's not a dodgy account, but yeah, welcome in to you if you're there. Appreciate you. And we've got 22 minutes left of this race. You can see it above my head. The timer is ticking. Sorry we haven't done too much commentating on the actual race itself. It's been very difficult to do so. Yeah. So we've got our leader then. He's 4.1 seconds out. He is officially checked out in the race. He does hold the fastest lap of the race right now, the 1:41.655. P2 is, I'll say, 4.2 seconds back now. Last time around it was a 1:42.435. So what's that? It's almost a second a lap per second. Sorry, second per lap. Wow, good English. P3 2.5 back from P2. He's got another yellow flag.
Pay attention to the blue flags, you idiot!
Thanks for that. Thanks.
That's a kind reminder to be aware of the blue flags.
So yeah, just a reminder of the blue flags, just as that you guys know. P4 is 6.9 seconds back, but is blue flag scenario for him. He needs to get past car 619. I think he's already got past him. That's my mistake. It's car 77 moving over for drivers. That's good racing there. He slowed down to let drivers past. P5, if you notice, I'm not saying the drivers' names because I'm really bad with naming conventions. P5 is 1.2 now, back to P4. We've got a slight battle, probably going to come into play in the next sort of 20 minutes or so. We've got P5, 6 and potentially 7 all within 1.3 seconds of each other, so that battle might get a bit spicy in the next few laps. P8 is currently ridiculously under pressure by Marco in the FRL Porsche. We'll ride on board with this for a few seconds, see if we actually can get past him into the final sector of the race. Isn't Kyalami one of these tracks that doesn't have any corner names? Oh no, that's Suzuka, isn't it? I think there are corner names here at Kyalami. I don't know.
Yeah, Suzuka has corner names as well.
No, I thought Suzuka just has turn 1, turn 2. I thought they named turn 1.
You have all the S's, 130R.
You have Dagna 1, Dagna 2.
So I'm talking crap then. I'm thinking another track.
Kyalami does indeed have corner names.
It does.
It does. Yeah.
Know them. Yeah. Oh, okay. Unfortunate discount never went into the pits before at this track, so speeding. Shit. Jack, no worries, man. You should get your practice in, buddy. That's what you need to do for the next time, mate. That's what you need to do. Get your practice in. Join the server before go live and simulate a pit stop run. That's actually I don't want to give away the idea, but hey, I'm going to say it. That's probably actually quite a good idea for a video, for a YouTube video. Like, how to... like the best
do a pit stop
and pit exit on all of the tracks, because he's right. If you haven't done a race round a particular track, think of Paul Ricard, for example. How ridiculous is that entrance? Donington Park is another one. Massano's quite ridiculous on the pit exit.
Alton
Park. So like for newbies, for
Coda,
Cota, Indianapolis. How ridiculous is that? The pit exit on that one, there isn't an exit. It's literally just a 90-degree right-hand turn. So like maybe that's quite a good idea for someone just to simulate a pit entrance and a pit exit. There you go, Daniel. If you want to do that for us. I'm joking. But I just thought it might help newcomers to sim racing. You know, I think Stephen Hood, I think he's one of our sort of rookie drivers, doesn't really race too much. And he said the other day, because in our rookie series, we've now implemented a pit stop strategy to try and get our rookies to do pit stop strategies and stuff like that. So do pitting. So when he said, "Oh, I've never done that before. I've never done a pit stop strategy around this track before," so that might be a good idea just to say, here, if you want to know what a pit stop is round Kyalami, this is what we, not what you should do, but recommend that you do.
Yeah, and also you could integrate it into like an endurance race thing as well. So if people are looking to do endurance racing, for example, how long between pit stops you'd be looking, like what an average stint looks like. You could do how much time you're losing in the pits, when is an idea to come into the pits, if you've got damage. I think as well there was a YouTuber, when I first started doing ACC, there were a lot of tracks that I hadn't raced in the past. So tracks such as Donington, I'd actually never driven around it in a sim before, or possibly had, but for just a couple of laps, nothing major. And there's a YouTuber I watched called Yorkie065 who did a load of track guides and still does them for the new content coming out as well. And that's one of the things he focuses on in the track guide, is he always makes sure to do pit entry, pit box, and pit exit. And shows them with like red outlines and stuff to see where you need to go. So it's definitely a thing that could be of interest to the rookies.
Yeah, it could go on the list, can't it? I suppose of a million other things that we actually want to achieve. Here, I'm just slowly
expanding list.
Tick them off one by one as we go through. But let's focus on this race. It says we got 31 drivers. I mean, have actually 2 people been have left, or one's got disqualified? That's fair enough. And Chris, I think RTG'd on lap 1. So am I assuming that everybody else who got caught up in incidents fixed or has carried on with damage? I can see a lot of cars out on track right now, I don't know if you can, that are heavily damaged.
There's a good view.
There's a lot of
one
cars.
guy got disconnected, I think, because I just saw him go through half the track and just sit on the corner exit.
Right, okay, fair enough.
And then he just disappeared.
Something dawned on me also.
What?
I could use Buzz Lightyear, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could have done. Yeah. You idiot. Oh,
My
nice
best livery ever.
Yeah, your most favourite livery. Battle for P4 then. We'll ride on board with this. Patrick, just call him Patrick, and Lewis in the 420. I'm sure that was done on purpose. The 420 Porsche. But I do think in tonight's race that there's going to be a Porsche that's going to take the checker flag and win the race. I don't know about you guys, but...
not 100% sure.
That's a really, really good prediction.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, which I am, obviously when the fun stops, I'd bet that Porsche is going to come home in the race.
Might be a Ginetta.
Is this race? I love Ginettas, by the way. Is this race every Monday? It's every Monday for the next 4 weeks. Yes, Jack. Why doesn't the Discord link? Shit, the Discord link doesn't work. Bollocks. 1 second. Hot Worm. That is a great name, by the way.
Fantastic name.
It is a strong name.
I need to ask, though. I have a question about that.
What?
How did the worm get hot?
Yeah, that is a good point. There is a Discord link. I need to regenerate the link for you. Do it properly. But yeah, there's the link.
I do have a hot food topic which I'd like to discuss.
No. No.
It's not pasta.
No.
I wondered how long it would take.
No, we're not discussing food.
It's
Go
a
on.
general question.
Yep.
Fried eggs, runny or not?
Depends.
Remy.
Depends. We don't
What's a
have
fried egg?
excuse me.
Right, that's it, Ches.
Oh,
you're
No,
not-
but genuinely,
you're not-
like deep fried or whatever. Like we
No.
cook them here.
Pan fried.
How do you cook your eggs?
Oh,
Crack an egg
we
into
just
a
call
pan.
them.
and
I
that's
never
it.
eat eggs. And I guess it's a language barrier thing.
Well, what do you call eggs then?
Eggs.
Sorry. What would you call a fried egg then?
Basically, we have a word for using a stove and everything like that, and I just did not
Okay.
get that to being fried.
Yeah. So you have a word that it symbols the process of cooking an egg.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And for me, it's more like if you if you say something's fried, I will most likely think it's air fried, deep fried,
Right. Okay, fair enough.
fried in
What do
oil.
you think of poached then?
I love poached eggs.
Never had.
Poached eggs
I
and
love
toast.
poached eggs.
I don't like
Yeah.
poached eggs. You get all that snot.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah, you get more with a fried egg.
No, not if you cook it properly.
Scrambled egg for me. In fact, I'm going to have some scrambled egg after the end of this race if I've got some eggs. I'm home alone tonight, so I might just get Chinese. Get Chinese. I'm not. Let's not.
You'd get grounded in my household if you ordered Chinese for yourself.
Well, there's no one else here, so I'm allowed to.
Don't tell them.
I'm going to order Chinese for everybody here in the house. It's just me, so that's
I
fine.
thought you were going to say everyone in the race. I was going to say
And
that's
then you
very
can
generous of you.
take the packets to work tomorrow, throw them in the bin there, and then there's no murder weapon either.
Well, actually, no, it's even better. The rubbish collections tomorrow. See, it's a win-win. So yeah. Right before.
Well, I didn't get an answer to my question.
Scrambled.
No.
Depends on the situation. Anyway, be quiet for a second. Thank you very much for everyone who's watching us over on YouTube, by the way. If you are watching us, do drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. We've got some really strong numbers, I think, over on Twitch tonight. I can see in the top right-hand corner. So thank you, everybody who's watching us over on Twitch. I think we'll call that the Daniel effect. Daniel obviously brings some sort of, like, you know, professionalism, some, you know, better commentary other than what crap that comes out of my mouth, and obviously same for Ches and Ryan. So yeah.
What? You're
pretty-
talking to the A-star commentator over here.
Yeah, I am, Daniel. It's good to have you, mate. And yeah, thanks for bringing some decorum to a commentary box. Oh, that's a
I
lie.
appreciate it, boys. That's what I'm here for.
It's good
Alright,
to it's
joking.
good to have you. It's good to have you. But yeah, let's get back to
Oh,
the
good overtake there on the 30. Nearly going for it round the inside.
Yes, it's a good battle here. I think Burton does have a 15-second penalty, so he needs to be careful that he's not going to lose another place to Marco. Is an opportunist and has got round him on the for the last corner then. So all that battling is lost the place as Matt Burton in the car number 30. So that's him down now to P8.
One of those classic cases of picking and choosing your battles. You know, if you see a faster car approaching, do you get out of the way and let them get about their business, or do you try and battle? It's yeah, it's a win, lose situation.
Hang on,
isn't it?
what the hell's going on? Why is there a car doing donuts?
Give me a car number. Give me a car number.
Couldn't see it. I don't know where he is. Car number 1.
Car number 1.
Yeah. I don't know if it was intentional, but all I saw was him doing 2 donuts.
He was facing left on the track and decided instead of going right or staying where he was, he did another donut round left.
Christ, that's a sausage.
Yeah,
curb.
I'm on it.
That is a sausage curb moment. That is a typical Kyalami. Stay away from
That's
the sausage curb, otherwise you're a goner scenario.
That's a big yikes right there. That's for those of you who are interested. The corner number 15 is a cheetah corner. That's a pretty hefty sausage curb. You want to be avoiding that at all costs. Even if you run a little wide on the exit, you want to make sure you're avoiding that one.
Every time I hit that corner, I'm dicing with death.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't brake. I lift and take that corner. I don't touch the brake, and every time I go for it, I'm like, I'm on the edge here.
Yeah, you want to take a wider line into the corner and then lift off just after kind of the 50 meters, 100 meters, something like that.
Yeah.
And just coast round.
And
see Marco going a little bit wide there. Gives Burton the position back on him.
But he's going to dive up the inside to get that place back again into the last corner, then onto the back straight. I think he's.
That's the kind of commitment you can see from Marco. He just knows exactly where to place that car.
Yeah.
He's got ultimate confidence in any car he drives.
He has.
It's super impressive.
I
to see that.
He's going to have to cover the inside line here, though, for Matt to try the old switcheroo. But I don't think he's. No, he hasn't got the pace to get past him this time. And I think that is the door shut completely on the move especially for sector 1 at least. It's quite difficult after the first corner to actually make a move and get it stuck here at Kyalami, especially in the first sector. So, yeah, I think that's Marco's place for another lap. And to be honest, that's really the only sort of battle per se in the race. The leader is now 9 seconds ahead of P2. He's completely checked out. Still got the fastest lap of 1:41.655. And yeah, P5 has a yellow flag. Yeah, he's binned it, completely binned it. P5 is off the track then. Not sure if that was a collision with... who was he battling? Was it Lewis? No, it wasn't Lewis. It was car 619. I'm not sure if that was an incident caused by that or just a generic racing incident that hopefully that will get resolved or checked.
Car number?
Potential 619 and 444.
444.
That's the S's section for you. Again, another really high curb area on this track. So you want to again, when you're going around that section, make sure you're not clipping those curbs. It's entirely possible that he just went round a bit too tight, clipped the inside curb, and that sent him out.
Yeah, especially in the Porsche, you can't hop curbs as much as other vehicles around this track.
Yeah, car 444 just lost it on his own. He was right behind another car, but no contact or anything. He just lost it.
Yeah, I saw that. I can see it on my race log. There's no contact report to say that there's an issue. So yeah, that's just a racing incident. One person we haven't sort of mentioned tonight is Ryan O'Sullivan. I think he posted in Discord earlier on. He has got a shitload of damage, I can see, but he mentioned that he's struggling with hooking that Porsche up in terms of setup wise. So I think he's got two factors here. One, that he's driving a brown Porsche, and two, he's got a lot of damage on it. So yeah, I wonder.
I think he's just preparing for the amount of brown pants moments he'll be expecting during this race.
I think he's had many. By the state of the front of that Porsche, I think he's had.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, you can see he's running really wide. He's probably lost a ton of downforce with the front of that car being all messed up. And then Lewis is off the track, car 420. I don't know again if that was. I can check through the logs. Contact between car 77 and 444. That's all I've got. Oh, 420 and 30 contact. So Burton and Lewis. Ches, you might want to take a peek. Oh, he's
sayonara'd for the moment.
Oh, is he? Okay. I think the girlfriend must be calling him or some description. Yeah, that was a bit of damage between the two drivers. O'Sullivan, go back to O'Sullivan then. He's closing the gap to P10. So if he gets out of the top 10 in the first race with that much damage, I think that's a job well done, as we've got 5 minutes left to go in this race then.
He said he wanted tiramisu if he won.
He's not getting tiramisu, definitely not. If you hopefully he's lurking in the chat and he can hear us. He's definitely not getting tiramisu.
We might be able to extend to a small cherry bakewell or something.
Wow.
What, Mr. Kipling?
Potentially. Oh, that must have been hard for Ches. Car 420 has received a 5-second penalty. That's one of Ches's good mates. He's had to dish out a penalty to one of his mates there, but obviously he's dedicated to the causes, Ches. So that's a 5-second penalty for car 424. I presume that contact with what's it, car 30, Burton. So yeah,
I would imagine that's where he's gone in voice to go and tell him off.
Yeah, give him a stern talking to. But yeah, I think it's safe to say. Never want to say this in racing because anything can happen. Our leader is dominating this race.
Yeah, absolutely. He seems to have pulled a lap on all the other drivers, from what you can tell from the. Oh, never mind, it's updated. 10 seconds. That's a decent gap, though, for a 35-minute race. That is one hell of a gap.
Yeah, I think, actually, I'm quite surprised with the spread of the pack. It seems like the drivers are, apart from obviously our leader right now, and obviously I know other cars have got quite considerable damage, but to have the drivers in and around the same lap time, or within, a second of each other, it ranges from high 42s to a 45-2. So, and that's between 28 cars. So, yeah, that's a pretty good.
I've just started to gel with this Porsche a little bit.
This Porsche is a car that you need to definitely do
Nurture.
practice and get to grips with. You can't just. It's not like the Ferrari or another car where you could just get in and effectively drive it. As Ryan O'Sullivan goes off the track. Let's have a look at race control. Yeah, contact between car 14 and 29. Yeah, so that's contact between P10 and P11. Hopefully that will get sorted out at the end of the race. If not, O'Sullivan can open an incident report. What I'm worried about in this series is that we have a big drop off of numbers. If the first race obviously is, carnage, it's going to not bring people back. So hopefully we can get through this race and we can get people in the upcoming series.
I suppose the hope from SimGrid in introducing the ELO system is to encourage drivers to complete a series.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you quit out, you're going to lose a lot of ELO.
Yeah.
And whilst ELO, talking about the whole ranks thing, that shouldn't necessarily matter. It does I'm assuming they're going to integrate it where in the future that is actually going to affect what series you can enter, as a certain series will have ELO requirements.
Yeah, I don't see that right now today, but yeah, I fully imagine that's where they're going with that, because you wouldn't release a product or an update or a feature with that in mind, would you? Like, they could definitely say, or me as a community or us as a community say, right, we're doing a rookie event. You must be a rookie or a seasoned rookie to enter this event. Otherwise, there's no point you even joining.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of what you're doing with the rookie series right now, isn't it? Basically saying that drivers are posting over a certain lap time are going to be, withheld from entering anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
If we notice that a driver is significantly faster than the rest of the pack over more than one track, they will most likely get removed.
Instantly.
Everybody can have one wonderful track where they are extremely good, but in general...
I mean, I'm not going to bring it up, but we had the last rookie season 2. I came second in that, and I had some question marks about the guy that won. And it was only a week later that guy had won one of our much larger events with a lot quicker drivers, and it was sort of like, okay, well, that should have been my win, really.
Yeah, well, if they could do that, then that would be great, because then it helps us out as a community, because then only that driver or that type of driver with that license can join the event, and then we haven't got to police it ourselves internally. It's done inside the application.
Bono.
That 29 looking for a way past the 420 there as well.
He was.
He's looking through, and every single opportunity he's trying to get there.
He was, 100%. Yes, Ryan, you want to know if you're quicker than car 15?
Yeah.
Last time around, he did a 46.2 and you did a 45.5. So, I'll be honest.
Got a lot to make this happen.
Yeah, you've got the pace, but obviously I know. Oh, the race has ended. It's finished. I haven't had notification to say it's the last lap, even though the P1 is technically on the last corner now. Have you heard that?
Final lap for me.
I haven't heard it.
I haven't had anything.
How's he got a prime livery? He made it, Nova. He made it. Oh, there we go. The leader has finished the race. As quickly as that, our Brenham takes P1 in this race. I didn't hear anything on in the game. Just say leaders on the final lap. Poloni comes home P2. I will show it in a second. Filiberti. Christ, I'm really bad at names. P3. Marcinio. Yeah, thank you. Do you want to do it? P5 for Marco. P6 for Burton. P7 for Patrick. I think that's a silent J, isn't it?
Bistas, I want to say.
Yeah.
From the Netherlands, so.
Donk or Car 96. P8, Lewis P9, Benjamin Celine P10, Ryan O'Sullivan P11, We got Tavares, P12. Alexandra.
Car 420 will, by just a tenth of a thousand or something like that, extremely small amount, just climb up to P10 with that 5-second time penalty.
What the hell is that guy doing? I don't know who it was. Topolov 13, Steph is P14, Peter P15, Ryan in P16, and there we go. There's the prime livery. That's a custom made. Yes, you can. Nova, if you join our Discord, join that, you can get access to those liveries. Where was I?
What is one? You've bought it.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it a paid one? Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't got everybody's
right. Cheers.
classification.
Car 7.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you take it above the channel? Go next one down or up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drag it up.
So just a quick comment on the liveries for Nova in the chat. Essentially, you can download the templates for creating liveries online. There's I believe Coach Dave has a link to it.
Yeah.
And you can download all the PSDs with the wireframes. And you can essentially just create your own livery in Photoshop. It's a lot easier than it used to be in Assetto Corsa, where you needed the .dss kind of file format. You had to pay for it, a bit of a nightmare. You can essentially create either your own through the game, as you've been able to do, but you can also use Photoshop to create them. And as long as the person running the server or there's I believe an application called Awesome Liveries. Yep. That you can use to sync for certain series with various links. As long as they've got it, you can see it on the stream.
Exactly. So it's you as a driver must have the livery synced on your PC for you then to see all the other liveries. It's not all uploaded to a server so you can all see it. It's a driver per driver specific. So if you've not downloaded them, you just don't see all the liveries basically.
Yeah, exactly. If there's a car in your series that's got a custom livery that you've not got downloaded, that car will be black.
Yeah. Exactly that. But
it's not like iRacing. Although I wish it was like iRacing.
Yeah, so
that would be very useful, but
way easier as well. But yeah, in terms of that livery Nova, if you do want that livery, I think Ryan charges for that because it's obviously a one that he spent quite a bit of time making, so he wouldn't mind. If you want the actual core files for it. And look, the session's just restarted and it's raining. How lucky was that session to have just had in the dry? That's ridiculous. The session's just triggered itself back on again.
Looking at the start of that race, I wouldn't want to see it in the dry, in the wet even.
No way.
Yeah.
Cool. So we've got a couple of chatters in Twitch. Marcel, I think, thanks for the race. Thank you so much for popping in. Meadow Bros, great race. Had to start in the pit lane. Amateur mistake, forgot to add fuel. No worries. Thank you for popping in and dropping into our channel. Good battle between Ryan at the end. Daryl said, "Welcome on board, Dan. Good comms." So there we go. Daryl's one of our moderators. He's basically one of our OG members here at Toga Motorsport, and basically enters every event. I don't think Daryl would mind me saying he's not an alien. He's not one of our faster drivers, but he literally gives it a go whenever he turns up to an event. So I have to give good kudos to Daryl, and that's why now he's part of the moderating team because he's Mr. Consistent. He's always around, and he gives good feedback as well. He'll tell us.
Daryl would basically need to break his wheel or wreck the car to not show up.
Exactly that. Or get a new hip. Which is exactly what it's happened to him. Thanks for everything, guys, and getting me to the Discord. No worries, Hotworm. It's nice to see somebody that's not in our event join our Discord, so it's good to see. And yeah, I think that's effectively it, guys. Incident reports is now open for you guys to get any incidents that Ches has missed. I think he's going to be honest with you and guys and say he has. Thanks very much, everyone. Dan, it's great to have you. Do you have any sort of exiting comments or parting comments you want to say?
Overall, pretty decent race. There's some good on-track battles there. Like you were saying as well, it was nice and close between the entire field. I think due care and attention could be made for certainly corner 1. If we just all take it a little easier, it makes everybody's life a little easier, a little safer. But yeah, overall, good race. Enjoyed it.
No, wicked. Thanks very much, everybody else, for popping in. Cheers. Thank you for your hard work, as always. Thanks to Ryan for the constant shouting whilst he was mid-race. Joking, obviously. Well, we'll be live on Wednesday. Now, I won't be here. It'll be Ryan doing the commentary. I'm not available on Wednesday. So Ryan done the rookie series last week, so it's always good to be consistent. So Ryan will do the comms. Not sure if you're around, Daniel, and you want to partner up with Ryan. It's completely down to you, but the offer's there if you want it.
Yeah, if you have me.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday, and then we move into June where our events are constant. Join our Discord. I'll put a link again in both YouTube and Twitch. That is our updated Discord invitation. And yeah, get up to date with all those events, and we'll see you guys.
Matt Paladin Hayden.
On the next one. Yes, we will go and raid out. I know we raid him every single time, but Matt Paladin is I know he streams a different type of game, but he's also a fellow sim racer. He has got a ridiculous setup, and he keeps asking me to go around his house to set it up for him, but I've just not had the chance to. But we'll go and raid him out. Do drop him a follow. He's doing some GTA RP. He's a police officer in there. And it's a good laugh to watch. So if you wouldn't go and sharing him some love, go and drop him a follow. And we'll be live on Wednesday to do up the second round of the rookies. Have a great
Tell him Mr. Charles sends love.
I will do. Have a great rest of the evening, guys, and we'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.